My name is Henry Kirk, and for my final project for our communications class, I decided to focus on conflict and conflict resolution and how we can do it through listening styles. In our lives, especially in my own life, I've found this extremely relevant. I've been dating my girlfriend for 9 months. I have friends and family, and throughout all of this, we always have to deal with conflict, even in classrooms, at work, wherever we may be. And because of that, I wanted to find more effective ways or understand the ways we communicate through our conflict and how we can best work through future conflicts. In order to reach my audience, just as a reminder, my audience is around our age, it's college-age students, was through reel style videos. And the reason I chose this is because social media is a large way that we consume a lot of our information, and it's how we get, honestly, a good chunk of our information. Found that it's easier to watch reel style videos with the same type of information than to read it and retain that same type of information. And even though I could have done a different creative project, I thought that this would stick with those who listen and watch this. Through the videos, I also decided to use personal examples, and I even contemplated doing kind of like a role play where I would sit on a couch and act through this. But because of timing and how long an actual reel is, I wanted to condense it a little bit more, so it's mostly a monologue, or it's a monologue, as I explain these situations with roommates and how we can walk through these situations. For my first video, I talked about the 4 listening styles that really play heavily into conflict resolution. And for my last style, I really focus on the 2 components of empathy and how we can use empathy as well as these listening styles in order to adapt to situations and to address this conflict, which is style switching, and I addressed that in another video. But through this all, it's been amazing to learn how we can address these things. I hope that you enjoy these videos that I've created, and I hope that you can learn something from them as you go through your own conflicts and learn how to talk with and resolve the conflicts with those you love. I think through this all, through the readings and the sources that I had to go through, I think the most important part for me was the style switching and just making sure that as we're approaching those we talk with, we make sure how to switch up the styles that we listen. A lot of people really need empathy, and it's also dependent on the person. We each have different personality types, and we attract to different styles of listening. Depends on how bad the conflict is too. But in this life, everything boils down to communication and how well we communicate and get across, and how well other people get across. But thank you for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed those videos. And yeah.